What's up, everybody? This is Robert with Trolling in Paradise. Back with another album review. Going to be reviewing the new album from the legendary rock band, the Rolling Stones, Hackney Diamonds. This came out October 20th on Polydor Records. I'm going to go over who the Rolling Stones are. The Rolling Stones are a British rock band out of London, and they have been around since 1963 when they started. Their first release came out in 1965. And this new album is their first album original material in 18 years since 2005. And the two songwriters are frontman Mick Jagger and guitarist Keith Richards. And yeah, those two guys are the sole original members now. And Hackney Diamonds is the 26th American release for the Stones and the 24th British release. So they've released a lot of albums during their career. And this album has a huge somber cloud over it. This is the first album since the passing of their longtime drummer who was on pretty much every album up to this point, Charlie Watts, who sadly passed away 2 years ago. That was a giant bummer. I was supposed to see them on the No Filter tour, but it was canceled because of COVID. The pandemic hit. Which, of course, this album was intended to come out earlier. And this was sidelined by COVID and also the death of Charlie Watts. And in the lineup on this, Charlie Watts does have his last recorded appearances on this album on two songs. On two of the songs on this record, which I'll get to in a little bit here. They have a session drummer in for live shows, Steve Jordan now. So here we go. Going to go over the track listing now. First song is called Angry. This is the lead-off single. And I did hear a couple of negative reviews on the radio when that song came on the radio a month ago. I was listening to that song, and then there were a couple of negative comments about the song, saying it's boring and absolutely generic, which, yeah. I mean, yeah, and then of course, Andrew Watt co-wrote 3 of the songs on this album. Andrew Watt produced this album. He's known for his work with Post Malone. He also produced the last Ozzy record, the last 2 Ozzy records, actually, Ordinary Man and Patient Number 9. Get Close, another good one. This one has Elton John on piano. Elton John's on 2 songs playing piano on this album. Depending on You is one of the ballads. It's very country tinged. It sounds like a song that could have been on Sticky Fingers since the opening part. It reminds me of a song like Wild Horses, which is very country oriented off of the country oriented song from the Sticky Fingers record. Bite My Head Off. This was the hard rocker on the album. This one has Paul McCartney on bass. He is from the Paul McCartney was in the Beatles, and he's had a really successful solo career. McCartney plays bass on the track. He does a bass solo on it too, which is cool. Whole Wide World, another good one. Dreamy Skies, it's about wanting to get away from the hectic day-to-day life. And Mess It Up, this is one of the songs with Charlie Watts. And it's really good. Live by the Sword. The other one with Charlie Watts, and it's his last recorded appearance. And this one has the original Rolling Stones bassist Bill Wyman playing bass on it, on Live by the Sword, and Elton John is on the piano, which is really cool. Driving Me Too Hard. Another straight up rocker. This one has Benmont Tenk on the Hammond organ. Benmont was in Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers for the longest time until Tom Petty passed away in 2017. And he helped out on there. Tell Me Straight is the shortest song in the album. Is 2 minutes 56 seconds long. Actually, one of the shortest ones. This one has Keith Richards singing lead vocals on it, which yeah, his voice is pretty much processed on that one. Next is Sweet Sounds of Heaven. This is the longest song on the album, and it was the second single. This one has Lady Gaga and Stevie Wonder. It's very gospel sounding, and I wish Lady Gaga had her own part in the song. She's just singing alongside Mick Jagger on certain points in the song. I mean, Lady Gaga fits in pretty well with a lot of different acts like Elton John and Metallica, even this group, the Rolling Stones. I feel she could have contributed way better in terms of helping out. I know on the Shine a Light concert film, Christina Aguilera joined the Stones on stage for Live With Me, and had bluesman Buddy Guy in for a cover of Champagne and Reefer, and Jack White of the White Stripes for Loving Cup. Man. I know they've invited Sheryl Crow on stage to do Honky Tonk Women too, which is really cool. And they invited the two brothers from AC/DC, Malcolm and Angus, for a B.B. King cover once. So yeah. And the last song's a cover. It's an old blues standard called Rolling Stone Blues by Muddy Waters. It's the shortest song in the album, 2 minutes and 41 seconds. And that name, Rolling Stone Blues, that's how the Rolling Stones, the band, got their name from that. And yeah, this could be the swan song. So I think it's rumored that it's the swan song they're saying farewell to their fans. And the fact that obviously Mick Jagger is 80 and Keith Richards is about to turn 80 this December. So yeah, those two guys are the only original members, and they're pushing 80. So yeah. So I have a feeling this may be the last one. If they're gonna, and unfortunately, Mick Jagger's voice on this album sounds extremely processed. If they do any of this stuff live next year as for like a tour for this album, they're gonna have to break out the auto tune and the assisted vocal stuff, and it's just gonna sound like a robot because Mick Jagger can't fucking sing anymore. Sorry. As I've seen footage of some of their recent performances, and Mick Jagger is just mumbling most of the time. He's able to move around. He's still got able to dance around, move around a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna give this 5 out of 10. I just thought it was kind of bland. But yeah, that's it for now. I'll see you later.